Look around you, different things born out of truth and passion. Business software, it's our craft, our identity. Thoughtfully engineered, passionately designed to help you transform your business. Zoho, made in India, made for the world.
Experts on the show right now, and first up we will be putting the spotlight on Aurionpro Solutions, as the company has bagged a new order win from a PSU bank deal, and that's going to be a major one for the company. So let's understand more on that and what's the outlook going ahead. We are being joined by Mr. Ashish Rai, who is the Group CEO of Aurionpro Solutions, joining us on the show. Hi Ashish, morning. This is Shrishti and so good having you on the channel today. Firstly, congratulations on this new deal that you just informed to the exchanges. Help us understand more on that. What's this deal is about, for how long this deal is going to be, and what sort of a revenue contribution are you envisaging?
Hey Shrishti, hi, good morning. First of all, thanks for having me. Yeah, so this is, look, it's a transaction banking transformation deal. It's a large size deal with a major Indian public sector bank. I think we'll announce that in a few days. The actual name of the bank. This is, I think it's probably the fourth large Indian public sector bank who's trusted us in recent times. Transforming the transaction banking stack is a major focus for banks. And I think it's pretty clear Aurionpro is more or less the platform of choice when it comes to large banks looking to transform the services to their corporate customers. Great sort of proof point that we have today, probably one of the deepest, widest AI native solutions in the market. And the goal is to really create one of the top transaction banking platforms in the world, right? So I think we continue to make progress towards it. From a revenue standpoint, I think there will be a in-year impact on the revenue, but by and large, I think overall we've already guided to the markets whatever overall numbers are. I'm not going to comment anything beyond that, but it will be a good significant in-year revenue impact for us.
Good to know that. But Ashish, you also have an AI offering, and AI is the buzzword when it comes to the tech and the fintech industry. Help us understand, in the recent times, how are you witnessing the increased enthusiasm regarding your AI offerings, and what's the growth visibility there?
Yeah, so look, we have a specialized subsidiary, Alia.AI, that focuses on the enterprise AI space. We've got a very strong offering. I think there's a lot of demand in the banks when it comes to really bringing models that bring value inside the bank, right? So of course, there's a lot of noise in the AI space, and there's a lot of course, toy applications sitting in sandboxes everywhere. Our focus largely is to really do what it takes to bring value to banks in production. There is two different paths that we take to it. One is the enterprise AI stack itself, where we serve out capabilities to the banks to bring intelligence interventions within their business workflows and work data upwards into what needs to be done to do that. The second is AI native applications, where, for example, this transaction banking win is a great example of it, and same thing on the lending solution stack that we have, where we say what are the intelligence interventions that can be brought in on the application workflow, right? So any application, if I simplify it, ultimately you got a front end, you got some sort of a workflow, you got record keeping back office. Within the workflow where decisions are getting made, how can you actually bring in intelligence that allows the bank to get the benefit from there? So I think that's the sort of more focus for us. On the research side, AI explainability is a big topic for us, where we've been publishing original research, building out a stack between our R&D centers in Mumbai and Paris, that allows you to really take models into production in a safe way, right? I think that's broadly the focus. A lot of demand, of course, on the AI side, and I think we run one of the more research focused teams in the business.
But Ashish, this AI is turning out to be a decent threat for the job market as well. While we keep reading the headlines that how AI is impacting the tech companies and they are in the layoff period. But for you, since you have a product, give us some sense that within organization, are you in a mode of expanding your team to get more tech people into the AI team, or or is AI making you keep that number in check with respect to your overall employee count?
Look, I think so. Great question, Srishti. Right. So I think the way to look at it is this: we are probably, I think we are probably the only listed Indian tech firm that's grown at 30% per year for the last 4 years. This year again, we are guiding to grow at 30% plus. So we were like FY21 375 crores. This year, the guidance is to finish at somewhere between 1550 and 1600, right? So that level of growth, of course, is not going to happen without adding people. So we have, of course, we continue to grow the staffing levels overall. But also, I think the productivity gain from using AI, especially for a technology company, is very real, right? So in terms of where can we actually bring AI in on the core development processes in the firm, we've seen a fair amount of productivity gain. I think most of it is still to come, and you'll see that coming over the years. For us, it's not really about, I think any firm which has been growing at 30% for 4 or 5 years, it's very hard to say. It's a question of how much do you add. We will continue to add people. But of course, we continue to see a lot of productivity gain around sort of being able to ship more products to the market, right? So think of Aurionpro as a group of 14 or 15 largely, product businesses. Each of them can churn out a lot more products out. The goal for Aurionpro is to build solutions that can be top players worldwide, right? And this just allows us to accelerate the whole process.
Yeah. No, Ashish, definitely, I wanted to talk a bit more on numbers, but thank you so much for taking the time out and giving us a sense on your recent deal as well as the outlook going ahead. Really appreciate that. All right, but with this, viewers, it's time now to slip into